Okay, so my book was Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This book has a 770 Lexile score. I chose this book because a friend said that I should read it. Tuck Everlasting's main characters are this little girl named Winnie and the Tuck family. Winnie is a very curious little girl, and she has a pretty big imagination. And as for the Tuck family, one day they were wandering around the forest and they came across this spring and they thought, we're a little thirsty, so let's take a little sip. So they did, and they went about their day and nothing really happened. But after a couple of years of just living and trying to have a normal life, they realized that all their loved ones, like their friends, were all getting older and aging, and they weren't. And then that led to the town thinking that they were witches or something like that. So the Tuck family had to leave the town because everyone basically hated them. And then after a while, after a couple of events that happened where they basically should have died, they started to speculate that they might be immortal. One day the husband of the Tuck family wanted to test this theory that they had, so he shot himself with a gun, and he didn't die, obviously, because they proved themselves right and they are immortal. And then ever since then, the Tuck family has just been roaming around the country, basically just doing random stuff and moving all the time because they don't want to get found out and then people would test on them. So they kept themselves a secret. At the end of the book, Winnie, the little girl, is faced with a decision as to whether she wants to drink from the spring and become immortal, or she just doesn't and lives a normal life. In order to not spoil the whole book, I won't tell you what her decision was in the end. But some of my favorite quotes from this book was, I don't remember who said this, but the quote is, "Don't be afraid of death, be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever, you just have to live." I love this quote because it makes everything in life just feel so simple, and that you don't need to focus on living a lengthy life, but rather you just live your life to the fullest. Especially while you're young and you have all this time, that you just do everything that you've ever wanted to do and make your life worth living. And that's definitely a quote that I think I live my life by, and I think that a lot of other people should live their life by. Anyway, another one is by May Tuck, the mom of the family. And that one says, I am not happy, but I make the best of things. I personally am just, like, pretty drawn to that. Like, just because she just, like, said everything that I feel, but, like, on a, like, in like, simple words. Just, and it's just such a perfect, like, good quote, and it just, like, simplifies everything. And it doesn't make everything complicated. I'm, like, trying to, like, express how you feel. It's just, no, this is just it, you know? Anyway, I would recommend this book to literally anyone. This book would even be great to read to some, like, little kids. They would really enjoy it because it's kind of like a fable. Anyway, Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt.